our passport went from being the strongest passport in Africa to one that is not trusted now. Many countries you could go using our passport without a visa. Ireland. Brazil. Is that how I say it? Ireland. Right? Yeah, it's Kelly Shire. Ireland recently Brazil. Just said that they no longer are going to take us without a visa. Or I think it was a visa on arrival. Now you got to apply for a visa. Why? Because every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry comes to South Africa, gets a fake passport, thanks to our corruption, gets a fake passport, goes to these countries in Europe, claiming to be South Africans with our passport. Then they get there, then they get found out much later. So now what's the president saying when he says that Nigerians can now come, we're going to extend the number of visits, and they won't need to present a passport in their own countries or whatever? They're going to loosen or relax the requirements of getting into South Africa. But you guys traveled to Nigeria. How was the visa process when you guys needed to go to Nigeria?
Expensive.
Yeah. Was it extensive?
Yeah. It was late, Tibla.
Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. I can't remember. It was long ago, but yeah.
So why must it be easier for... And we don't even cause problems that side. I mean, Wendy and them are out there giving bombs. Listen to that. How many Nigerian women do you know who are in South Africa giving bombs? Name me one. Chidima didn't even marry a South African when she was here. Chidima didn't even marry a South African when she was here. We do so much, man. They come here and they get bombs and like, nah, bro. Like Nigerians have proven the world over. And even a lot of Nigerians will agree that many Nigerians give them a bad name and we've got a lot of rotten apples. Yeah, bro. So the president is out of touch.
The hate South Africans, a lot of South Africans have for Nigeria or Nigerians has beclouded their level of thinking, comprehension, and their analytic capability. They don't listen, pay attention, analyze very well. Once it just has to do with Nigeria, it is go, no Nigeria, no Nigerians. You listen to that that young man that was thrown inside bread that swell up, like a load of bread that they throw inside water that swell up. You listen to him. I am happy that he went ahead to say what was his main problem. What is the problem? Nigerian women are not giving bomb in South Africa.
It is smoky.
I have so many things to say. Let me school you. You see, first of all, the South African men or most South African men are threatened by Nigerian men because of women. If you are looking for the video where they said that thing, where I discussed this particular issue, you see the link here, where South African women prefer Nigerian women for obvious reasons. Why? They claim Nigerian men take care of them very well, can give them money, can say what. Because say, hey, your mother is not feeling fine, take. They like Nigerian men because they are liberal with their funds. They take care of them. When you come to visit a Nigerian man, even if nothing happened, he's going to give you money for Uber or taxi. Yes, that's one of the reasons. Now, Nigerian men also hustle and work harder and take more jobs than their lazy ass can. Some South Africans, not all of them, because South Africans are lovely people. I have stayed here very well. I've said it before, not once, not twice, not three times. I stayed in Joburg, I stayed in Cape Town. And South Africans are lovely people. That is that about that. I'm happy he talked about the corruption in their system, whereby people come in and get passports and want to go to Ireland visa-free and claiming South Africans. Who is that to blame? It is your corrupt system. Now, that apart. You are talking about Chirima. not marrying a South African. The same cheating that you people did not accept. You see, there's this natural hatred. There's this natural hatred of South Africans, some South Africans towards Nigerians. So anything that has to do with Nigeria is no, it's a no-no. Now, if you want to look at it, there are bad people everywhere, both in Nigeria, both in Ghana, both in Africa, and they are in South Africa, and there are good people everywhere. Are we saying that everybody in Nigeria are bad? No, Mr. Bread that fall inside water. Your main problem is bomb. Okay, are you ready to man up and chase a Nigerian girl? Nigerian girls cannot fancy your men because your men don't have anything extra to give to them. Nigerian girls like money. I don't want to put my mouth and say they like money. Wait now. You have money? Do you have money? Or your Chingom boys that you are talking about is the ones that want to Nigerian girls to give bomb. You will not give them bomb now, my brother. Bro. Right? Now, I want you people to understand this agreement that South Africa signed with Nigeria. But to go ahead on that, I want you to watch this video.
Our government continues with its efforts to improve the ease of doing business in South Africa. We want to enable investors to promote and operate their businesses in a manner that will enable them to pursue various opportunities in various sectors of the economy. We look forward to seeing more Nigerian companies investing in South Africa. In fact, we want to see Nigerian products on the shelves of South African shops. Our efforts to create a favorable environment include our simplified visa process for Nigerian business people to travel to South Africa. Qualifying Nigerian business people can be granted a 5-year multiple entry visa. In addition, tourists from Nigeria are now able to apply for a visa without even submitting a passport. We expect that this 11th session of our Binational Commission will enable us to consolidate cooperation in a number of other areas.
Bonkwem, did you listen to President Cyril Ramaphosa? Pay keen attention. Let me break it down like pepper soup for you. He said, qualifying businessmen from Nigeria can apply for 5 years visa with multiple entry. You listen? He also said tourist visa seekers can apply for visa without submitting passport, which is what? Either e-visa, which you people have started since. Sometimes I want to apply for visa. You are holding my passport for 3 months, 2 months sometimes. Why? What if I get another trip? I want to travel elsewhere before you give me the visa. Simple. Meaning they will not hold on to people's visa. They can apply. When it's ready, they will tell you, send you an email, send your passport, we stamp it, and you collect it in 1 week. How does that think? You just hear Nigerians and you just react like a bastard fool. Now, qualified business people in any right sense thinking country will say, okay, to make sure that we sieve every person that is coming through business, 5 years visa, multiple entry, we have to make sure that the requirements to get the visa for business is very, very high and stiff, that no charlatans, no miscreants can come into it. That's what a sensible person is going to be thinking. Not this one that look like Puff Puff. He's coming here to talk nonsense because he has not done analytical thinking. Mama say, I don't like someone that don't used to think. Sit down and think. Now, all these visas they are taking from us, you think it's cheap? That one say you want to apply for Nigerian visa is expensive. You think your visa is cheap? You think you people visa is cheap? Business visa, do you know how much you're going to charge for business visa? I want you to come back and tell me how much you're going to charge for business visa. You're thinking it's $500 that will be business visa? Ish, my man, let us talk man to man. Nigeria is not your problem. Nigerians are not your problem. You can hold your government and tell them to deliver for you. Okay, you are trying to strengthen ties between Nigeria. No country is an island. Every country deserves the other country to do business with, especially Nigeria to South Africa. I don't blame you people. It's our leaders that put us into all this kind of insult. If we have good leaders, South Africans cannot near Nigeria. You will be begging us to give you visa to come to this country. Make your laws stiff that when they are applying for all these visas, it has to be very difficult to get the visa. And when you get it, you have to pay. And you follow through with those businesses that are registered and their activities. If the activities don't tally with what you want, you close them down. Those businesses are going to pay tax. Those businesses are going to create jobs. These people are very lazy. They don't always think about the economic growth. Is how to sit down, lazy around. I want women to give them bomb. Free bomb is what all these South African men, most of these South African men, free bomb. You don't even look at the white people who are the ones that are even pressing your neck. Anything you don't hear Nigerians, pew, you have reacted. Every country need economic ties. In a sane world, we have the EU. All of them are doing visa-less cross-country and everything. And we in Africa, we are using visa to cross into each other's country. Make it make sense. We need to strengthen ties in Africa where we say no visas within ourselves. But those coming from outside, they need a visa. Now we can aid trade and activities within Africa. Come together and agree. Say, okay, all African countries, let us use one currency. We're not using the dollar. We need to float something. If we continue to use the dollar, the whites will always, the Western world will always have control. Oh, I'm getting angry because these people don't think. We don't vote. Calm down. Coming here to talk about a bomb. Chidima did not marry. Are you man enough to marry a Nigerian girl? You get money? Can you give money? Can you take care of her? Can you pamper her? Your girls come across Igbo men and they are gone. Igbo men are the one most dangerous when it comes to taking care of a woman. They get the money, they will give to the woman, pet her. Oh, you want this? I'll buy for you. Your mother is this. A South African man cannot date a woman and the girl say, my mother is sick, and the South African man will say, okay, take money and go and treat your mother. No, he's going to say, hey, that's your mother. Eh? You go take care of her. You are sitting here and vomiting rubbish from your mouth. The only thing in your head is you have in your head, I want a Nigerian girl. Once you see a Nigerian girl, inferiority complex setting with you people, and you cannot approach the Nigerian girl. Is it our fault? Come and approach them. Travel down. We get them plenty. If you get money, if you get the money, put body in here. I don't talk nonsense. Not all South Africans are bad people. We have a lot of them that are very, very good. Very, very warm people. Very, very comforting people, sweet people. But some are miscreants. And the men especially are the problem. You want to mention Nigerians that are doing drug. You don't have people in South Africa that are still doing drugs. Everything is Nigeria. Remove Nigeria from your mouth. Bro, I don't know what your name is and I don't care. Do your research very well. Tell your president, make the rules stiffer. Don't vex. You are getting angry. I love you guys, my South African people. I'm saying in Cape Town very well. Very, very well. And I will come very soon. I like to party up with you people. You are sweet people. Yeah? When I enter club in Nigeria, they know that's a Nigerian guy, that's a Nigerian boy. You spend money in the club, girls will shake their bum bum for us. What's wrong with you? We don't buy tots, we don't buy small beer. We buy bottles of Hennessy. Can you buy a VSOP? Yes. Syrup, we buy that. Can you buy it? Hey, can you give a cab money to go home? Don't get me angry. Bunkweb, thank you. Yeah. I think you have sat down now. I've either entertained you, or I've informed you, or I've just kept you company. Why don't you want to subscribe? This subscription you are holding and holding to yourself, they don't remove $1, they don't remove ₦1 inside. It's just a click, click, click. You subscribe. Help my ministry. Help me grow. What is it? Are you the weapon fashioned against me? Come on, subscribe. Thank you very much. Until next time, I remain your sexy boy, Uraufan. Thank you.